the right-hand man of the regional, that is a minister, Honorable Kobnoch Dakumisa, in the office of Honor and the Ebukako to Chairman Basti. Sounds what Jesmas travel and tours baby will be a very good morning to you, say. And I mean, come on, show on a day, be a on shame looking at farm on work up here, be a code in the Jesmas travel and tours when I saw in a between I don't want to be a wire camera. So, Chairman Basti, good morning. My pick up the signals that you are doing the listening to each show on a special with this particular morning. Mr. Michael Kwashi of Base Paradise, good morning to you as well as Brad Batty of Plus Andre by and Grade. In between Tadus Corner West Lines, we boom my weightage medinity, plus 100 Funia each on down the pay. Ever Quantum code on the Morgan of Morgan collections and so. Now, what you Chelsea or Quay morning tea, you can imagine the kind of joy in the Morgan home. So, Michianos or Piper no could you come. Fellas, listeners, joining on Facebook as Spice 91.9 FM, Prince telling another Roma. You pray me to say like a comment na sounds share about to the whole question of the day in the Arsenal they all you know obiale ntumi nye bi this season na ehu onda wolo kwa na wa akwaji Premier League na dem probia na woda akoso queen. This is John on Spice 91.9 FM on Facebook with Arsenal having won all first 4 games in the Premier League no. Do you still see them going ahead to win the title? And to say join our Spice 91.9 FM on Facebook, Spice 91.9 FM on Facebook, like, comment, na sound so share, like, comment, na sound so share. Now, fellas, measures start to Italy. Now, for the Italian Serie A now. Interestingly, me the last time I bought the first 3 games, now in about 6 teams. That win the Okita 7 points. From number 1 to number 6, fellas, Obia kita 7 points. In the Italian Serie A, Obia kita 7 points. Now, Echo the number 6 now, or AS Roma, Ukita 7 points. Echo Torino now, so the number 5, 7 points. Atlanta 4th, 7 points. Lazio 10th, 7 points. AC Milan 10th, 7 points. And Napoli were the first with 7 points as well. But I will get a goal difference of +7. We could go difference of 7. It was a 9 and I will consider 2. But over the weekend in Italy, one fixture now or a very big. Aside Fiorentina and Napoli game was Juventus game and now at home to AS Roma. Now, the bottom I mentioned in the genuine AS Roma will make a case for themselves, especially under Jose Mourinho, as far as this season title contention are concerned. And these are games during the days, another going with the days, and obviously, or much more easier for AC Milan to have dropping points. Another bia we will lose down over ahead there. Walk on even a single point in po. So now, or a Dima, AS Roma in recent past, but this time around, fellas, if I give another war boy, will concede from a sports kick and I say, selling Bebo and I share the details as far as that game, or your concern. And it was from a set piece, free kick. And it was Dusan Vlahovic just on the 2nd minute of the game. Very early, just on the 2nd minute. And after the Biana Bonada, and Menke the last time I moved the Vlahovic set PC better when I fell so coach now. Not even with need days at Fiorentina, nor had a big boy in the dressing room. But he was able to convert this with his goalkeeper now the AS Roma set up. We wish a ball well to now or BT, that is Rui Patricio. But they responded in a grand style, even though they have to leave it a bit later and Sana Wotuna will bring at this particular equalizer from a likely source in the second half. In your bit time Abraham. But Brana set piece another corner now into the penalty box. With no position, Ebekere was occupied. Now lots of players and the fellas was surrounded on no time Abraham in the middle of the park. He was sandwiched, but the captain in Pellegrino was able to go beyond every player of finding a space on my corner no trim or be about turning and or so lobby the shoe for Mansana to Abraham or connect with ease. And these are the attitudes of clubs who operate champions. Contenders no them no way. Game no my did now concede an early goal. No, you are able to still go against all odds and come back to get the equalizer. It's a game you doing them against a side like Juventus. Now you are not able to lose, but you go back to your home ground with a pointer on the show there. Generally, you have really come into the tournament there. Elbana Abo complete. So I'm happy for AC Milan. Not so disappointed with Juventus setup because one materials are on any good they will go into some of these games. I expect one day. What about the 3+1 points? And gradually they are recovering. But it is true, I think they are making a case for themselves. So I better win the attacking try of Tammy Abraham, Lorenzo Pellegrini, Obitre Paulo, that is the Balamo. A confirmed Mate started together with Brian Cristante, Wabeno Ricardo Dop, and then also Leandra, that is Spinazzola more on either wing back positions. So I think it was a very beautiful game. Away from Italy, Ebe England out. First, in Manchester United are not against Southampton. And gradually, in fact, this season, Minkai early kick off that particular syndrome work against the favorite. The first one was Tottenham Hotspur. They defied it. In fact, they won by a goal to 0 against Wolverhampton Wanderers. And then the Manchester United and so over the weekend last Saturday will be against Club Watford Southampton, just a goal to 0. So gradually, the main early kick-off syndrome now all against the favorite. You know, it is being overturned. Now, Eric Ten Hag are struggling with his first, that is 3 games. Wabe no only even a win. He had to do that against Club Watford Liverpool in a grand style. Now, Oko against Club Watford, that is Southampton over the weekend, and on maintaining the setup, no celebrate when they actually line up and coach Eric Ten Hag or they against Southampton over the weekend now. He didn't tweak his status. Once it's a system information, no players no one money that 3 that is goals win over Club Watford Liverpool no. On no maintain one. Ntaboka call to the likes of Diogo Dalot, Tyrell Malacia, that is Rafael Varane, One Lisandro Martinez. David here in the goal post. In fifth one, Enya Obitile Scott Mark 2 million on Christian Eriksen and a ball in that part of the field. Then Alfonso maintaining Jadon Sancho, Bruno, Anthony Langa, and all Demarcus Rashford as a first number 9. Manchester United we them no by a goal to 0. It was very beautiful, but fellas, United the real okay corner results one start roll. There's a deficiency in their setup as early as possible. No, or the papa of the Ten Hag or to no deal with. Only David here. Only David here. David here with saves and everything. He's on point. But fellas, football now evolved to an extent today. You need your goalkeepers to be part of the build-up. You need them to be comfortable on the ball. You need them to start the attack from the back. But Sebenya, how successful are David here since joining Manchester United from Atletico Madrid in 2011? Why up until now? You won't say the way Gunimasi. Because along the line, he's won Manchester United Player of the Year about 4 times. All the 13-14, no the 14-15, all the 17-18, all the 21-2022. Manchester United best player. PFA Team of the Year, why PA whooping 5 times? All appear in 2012-18, no 14-15 or appear, 15-16 or appear, 16-17 or so appear, 17-18 all no that another one David Hiano. So for success as an individual at Club Manchester United, no, he has seen it. But now, no, how can they modify that odds now? Order in between a dominant goalkeeper and then also a passive goalkeeper, no. So selling Bebo and Asha. Make him crack. Sayaka goalkeepers what na what dominate in games are first about any time their team are in possession of the ball, no, they are able to push a bit up high. We will no kaka. And all them now. So what channel so 11v11 with an opponent in the team, no goalkeeper no the goal post now. However, let's say join with teammates now. When at 12v11, then they have balance and depth. Well, numerical advantage. But David Dion fellas, the bonus and goal post him. No, I better a passive goalkeeper. Now the here now all green now fellas all that goal post no. Right in front of him baby heat map no red pan no. E hono the here no onko. There's a very big gap between on and the central defenders. That is David here no. He doesn't love to join the attack. Which a very big space in front of him. And they say opponent in here fast. Not so what to counter the beat in the central defense line there's a very big gap over the winning opponents and then also teams are able to utilize and go ahead to punish Club from Manchester United. In Teboshe, the average crosses are in games David here compared to other big goalkeepers what the game currently fellas. What to know and then could beat Liverpool now so there's Alisson Becker. in a game, on average about 10%, 10.1% of that is crosses. Even a bit the Ederson Morales, about that is 3.8%. Even a bit the, I mean, Manuel Neuer from Bayern Munich, or by average about 6.3 or prepare, especially when his team is under pressure. But Eko David here, just 3.3 pay. Just 3.3 pen papa no otumo cross because on trust no all kwa kotubo no ko say. And more chance that is the numbers on your screen. So join on Facebook Spice 91.9 FM. E be nyama make nya na wankasa ahwe na e da mo ho like comment na sanso share. Now, David here, oya under pressure. Meeting wa occupy one na Manchester United want him to overbuild from the back. You would have to give the ball to players who are in a better position. But they will never David here wa pass ball na player oya under pressure pa. And I will say Manchester United against Brentford. You hear the ball called Christian Eriksen, who was occupied by a player of Brentford. Or by the ball finishing the best Manchester United. He converted that ball into the back of the net. The special shape now, a ball Manchester United defenders no Obiara are occupied, but David here on the ball and them and the player or you under pressure no. And around that zone, you don't do some of these things. You have to cross the ball in. But because of untrusted, that is almost means no now or I'm a player or you under pressure and the ball no back. No, I say no. The punish Manchester United. That is why Coach of Ten Hag no prepared of the Bobby Lisandro Martinez in the he's gradually supporting David here. That is where they brought up. Until anytime Manchester United will start attacking from the back, no. Say on Tumna or mad that long pass, no. No, say Ten Hag insists no start from the back now. It is Lisandro Martinez or the next player Rafael Varane. No use one pa. But baby, all so much comfortable palm. The left side, even though right-footed. Into them na no let mark on the left side. To be under the left side, you know. So Lisandro Martinez nebeja, then he will continue the attack either to Tyrell Malacia on the immediate left side of the defense or to the far left side in Jadon Sancho. And the Manchester United will continue from there. But the game now evolve with fellas. You need your goalkeeper to be part of the build-up. But you bring on our Facebook page how David you compare to other goalkeepers. Anytime their team are in attack. The whole process game no that opponents and half. A bomb baby a man no your average drop no kokodul. A bomb baby a Ederson resonant no kokodul. That is all the keepers no. A person sonya Alisson Becker baby on Anthony Felix otu no kokodul. But the here they on pen wasam. I person no didn't go posting him. I person no didn't go posting him. So that is the goalkeepers compared to David here. Averagely anytime their team are in attack no. Felix should be otu no press wo babodul. We'll close the gap. No. Even if there's a back pass, not so if you another power the goalkeeper is right closer to them. No, to no alpha. The here didn't do that. In the next image, they bring the here space or the man team anytime they are in attack. That is the only deficiency waka that coach often Ten Hag no to no solve. That is the only deficiency waka dama coach often Ten Hag no to no solve dama club often Manchester United. The year must be included in the build-ups of club Watford and Manchester United. The other for one, the other preview na monombla. The journal on Facebook is 591.9 FM. Until share, you know more close gap no share here on the gap or the one. Manchester United backline phone na atra halfway line ba papa ni no go post him. Papa ni dey go post him. This account any break, no so will beat the defense line pa Ekawaba. Ekwaba afri for the me uniform to the map and photo na me with the camp of Manchester United. So boom averagely where David Head positions himself anytime club or for Manchester will possess game another wall attack no. So as there Ten Hag no to solve that particular problem. But among the goalkeepers in here, obi or join the panel man on there. Next Alisson Becker and son Ederson Morales but the least among them David here Quintana. And these are clubs on so fellas. You will your games the Bono was still in possession upon. And over the weekend Manchester United did it in a grand style, but I didn't work up upon all do mano on again. Now in the game proper now Manchester will win by a goal to 0 no. Now some little details be with the Ten Hag system and then also setups no. And I'm happy there gradually all identify new favorites as far as first 11 are concerned. And when Manchester United walk on the first goal no, and they attack with a very high line. Only to know that the heel break cannot be close to the misspace no. Mobile account any break will be the first point of call to break the attack of the opponent. United defend with a high line pa. In this particular image on the Facebook page, 2 players, Scott McTominay, he happens to be the pivot together with the left back in Tyrell Malacia. And one will be beginning 51. Right behind them, there is Rafael Varane, there is Lisandro Martinez. So now Manchester United also are able to play with a high line power, and they are very comfortable from the back and so because everybody when them say oh people near the ball the chicha what jala what the barber show spice what jala what the barber show. So we have to have players who are comfortable on the ball. Lisandro Martinez is, Rafael Varane is so comfortable on the ball. That is them pushing that high in the half of the opponent there. Will be create a lot of depth and balance in the half of club or from Southampton. Tawo Bonya Manchester United first goal now. Game Libya. That is United when they build up to the first goal. No, it was Rafael Varane no kick a ball. Even as started on the left side, Lisandro Martinez to Rafael Varane. Oh, they couldn't be doing. When I started on the ball neighbor, or Beya would do the halfway line though. As at that time, now Anthony Langa now or the right winger no. Only point drop about the interior right side of Manchester when the defense ho. And over before ball no, or cutting in between fin. And a square pass in the bay to the right side of Manchester United. One attack and so Langa no that's ano. Langa no, and no that's ano. I feel when Diogo Dalot no right back no. How higher or to no pushy. On no quite the square pass no. So if you're unable to overload the attack, if you are unable to join any that numbers in the half of the opponent, a square passes na there, about them 1, 2 na it creates triangles in opponent. It brings a numerical disadvantage. Into passing the ball, there was a Bruno Fernandes intelligently. Now this is Diogo Dalot only the pass no in the middle of the park from Marcus Rashford. Or switch the ball quickly, just one touch. Equally, the scorer in Marcus Rashford and Edempo, Bruno Fernandes, go to join attack for no question go posting. But he had to find the space behind the defenders of Southampton. On the other circle, just one touch. It is 1-0. That is how comfortable Manchester United building from the back. No, Obutu now why and not jam on eventually. Would you the ultimate winner? Now what did the 3 match 1 point? You know, Casemiro no Babishim. And he made some, timely blocks to be. Oh yeah, dear Manchester will lead one for quite a while. I don't want to sing a lot of praises for him. They be just one game, not even 90 minutes, but about to know him the play. But it was a very nice game for him. I think that gradually he warmed himself into the English game, and you could sense that kind of relief from the Manchester United faithful. So when a goal no beno, because now Southampton they were also creating chances. They were knocking on the doors of Manchester United, asking questions. They can't demand a betting man. That is how difficult the game was for club of Manchester United. But say PBBI, these are the results to the grind. Even when things are difficult for you, you are still able to get the 3 as 1 point. But Manchester United where we to the 3 points. Similar to what happening to club of the Chelsea. And fellas, coach before Manchester United, the man and our friend Ralph Rangnick. Ojo Okoya no one now say Eric Ten Hag. And no ball formation and our system be or the 4-2-2-2 egg formation. No go for the trade papa na pan they use fine. Sterling Babo ene ya hwe. Chelsea line up information what the boy over the weekend against Leicester City. You see, yeba from the side of the world anytime you introduce something people are not so much familiar with, they tend to ask, oh, no, you say, oh, two no, those kind of attitudes. Papa ne bebe yera fragment one minute time one yet. In Manchester United did not Papa ne one faro. In the Chelsea over the weekend against Leicester City, he scored 2 goals, he considered 1. He got the 3 as 1 point. It's about how just on the Facebook page, but Chelsea one but 3 back. What about the 4-2-2-2 egg formation now? In the 5th one, Enya Conor Gallagher no Enya George Frelo. Enya Ruby lives to seek Enya Mason Mount. Enya Kai Havertz Enya Ryan Sterling. Mark Cucurella as a left back, with James as a right back, Trevor Chalobah Thiago Silva as the 2 central defenders. Now to the little details and I wanna Chelsea further was the kind of goals was in the game proper. Oyo though say echo examination while I don't pull na sa prepare pan the apobia so wan kwana na ekwana di de ho invigilators I lose na say bro to na apona to parallel to felix oyo do pan minim sa try bi da but bi mo wa try na woni ndim komoda ade ni say okay pan now we has ala Chelsea wire with the 4-2-2 egg that is formation okay means say amempe ade amempe ba no ka mechi kra o yakwa o ye mechi wo apostle say It is all to more. You'll be very much happy. Now, there's this miss. You believe Sushi come say very early in the game. It would have been the first goal for club of in Chelsea. And actually, the egg formation now, almost a lot of, narrow spaces in the middle of the park. Especially when you are playing against a side that will overload the midfield. You find a lot of half spaces in between them. No, to na afifom. Into the we if Sushi could be Sisiano. It is part of the egg formation. In the penalty box, and a switch in the bay. Senke or ball as a right wing backer. Inka probably by the time of ball the penalty box, na fina on and penalty box and an. But because of the egg formation, he was inside the penalty box, just on the edge of the 6-yard box. But when two unconnected ball way. It was the rehearsal away, but on me say upon to a rope I didn't to man win trap. On me say, away from that Chelsea never gave up. But Konogalaga no do baby fellow no do no quantity sports. Cinema boy say Akoya Mass and man Bibi Abasano Kono. He was on a yellow card, no why the first yellow. But in this instance and the image is telling all the bought to Facebook page Mondado on or that don't know. Nobody says Miss way back in my Leicester will break counter whatever. Waka Konogalaga now continue. Waka open the now continue. It don't know fret. Opening to the boot, no one can. Another Bejana do. On to go now for born on Congress. And open look at the born fellows with speed. Oh, no, look, hanging. To say Jana to look on a Kawaba, Dennis Prayo with speed in the pan. To Konogala to place his life on the line. Sacrifice himself. And I'll call the red card. No matter the Chelsea will be road to a penna, daddy. Or for crying a period to be to the job one and a but he did the most important of
the
things.
First yellow card was very unnecessary.
That was unnecessary. Yeah, but the second was worth it. The second one was worth it. On my record, ni see Beno. But Ebenya Chelsea first goal I watched on Facebook page. Sterling Yobia, Sterling, and I fellas. The number of years I was born, only any other option that than to grow intelligently. Then do be grow intelligently. Only the answer will give me. Now the image is telling about to them here no. A John Spice 91.9 FM on Facebook, the build up to Chelsea first goal. It was Marco Cucurella, 1v1 with an opponent. Raheem Sterling two options. All ran into the space order the right, another central defender on the side of the wall. No call for ball, on exercise restraint in the second pass in that half space, not the two central defenders were in terminal. That was the rehearsal. Always find the spaces in between the players. Always find the spaces in between the players. In the castle, no to me have a space in was how. No, Dabi, no economy Jawa, no two central defenders now free. Let me stay and occupy that space. No, my second green no. Pass in the bay now, just one touch. No, kita ball na fellas. Or Kelly the beauty goalkeeper of Club of Leicester City. Meeting they thought they could have done something about it. But he was always going into the back of the net. That is how intelligent the game of Raheem Sterling fellas will grow into. It was the first goal for Club Chelsea. Away from that, only the second goal, no, similar fashion. When now Obiali ran to first goal, no, he had to occupy the last piece or the Leicester defenders in now on each. I personally am not happy about the game this season. Leicester will do, but individually Raheem Sterling. So continue like this, fellas. Team the Benjamin no for Subebre. Chelsea set up no. Benjamin no for Subebre. And once again, he had to go in to occupy the half space. Now, other two central defenders were in terminal. This is a seven boy and all no that no. Raheem Sterling no that say no. Two players on no so in fin no. And it's a question when in fin them na. Kobina umunda on for and now confuse who on for. You confuse them. I can went to the boom. It's when across the bend across the face of goal no better the last ball. Quickly, he created another movement. Come behind the players of Leicester City and just load that ball into the back of the net. 2-0 for Club of or Chelsea. For the deficit we're reducing it. On Saturday, big deal them. It is one of those things, and you can pardon Club Chelsea for that particular goal. No, just that Nanke Dwad Mendy just standing at the first spoon. At least you could have done something. Nonetheless, having a bounce, no, maybe can foot crown or the ball that shot no on target. They do admit your first ball one and a ball to my four. But in difficult games like this, and you are Chelsea, you are still able to grind the results now. You have something to smile about at the end of the 90 minutes. And the young boy I'm selling Abado getting a brace in that game. So now to Arsenal, debut. All them that's now from the pretenders. Or that's not for pretenders. First, me Premier League Obi the second about 99 points. Or the course Spanish League man ko beje. Or the co Italian Scudetto man ko beje, French League ko beje, German Bundesliga ko beje. Or near 99 in the English Premier League won 2 manje Odi the second. Even a coach last year, yeah Premier League no the number of points Liverpool won year 1-1 fan GEPL now. He could have won every league in the world but the English Premier League. That is how difficult it is. So, but much of the depth of club are often Manchester City. Make a depth imbalance there. Look at the players who to know start equally or the same qualities on the bench. Even to talk about Manchester United. The coach of Chelsea Moon and the other. Minjin the Arsenal for no qualities are what those kind of players no one do. Chelsea, Manchester United, Manchester City. Liverpool will make a cray. One of the first 11 do ye, but benching the one equally great replacement over to one best one matches in our best annual. Similar problem na Arsenal also suffer. And therefore only game I wanna ball over the weekend against Oya Fulham will win by that is 2-1 now. One fan better them, and that is the lineup on the Facebook page. For the first time in a very long time, Arsenal without Thomas Partey, they were able to get the 3-1 points, but they considered the first goal. In a lineup of Obitler Ben White, who is not a constant right back. Mark and the Massimo had in the presence of Cedric Soares and then also Tomiyasu, one couple Ben White as a right back, but in no way. William Saliba had to score in their penultimate game before this match. He was on the score sheet. And then the Walker central partner in Gabriel Magaheno also was on the score sheet. Karen Tim Noboa as a left back, there was no Alexander Zinchenko. There was no Thomas Partey. There was Mohamed Elneny to replace him, together with Granit Xhaka. Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Martinelli, and then also Gabriel Jesus. Up front, Ejuma Nuho. Insist being over the baby someone the main more for 4 year marble one day. And the Granit Xhaka do so bad. So we know who are the backups. Obaka and Smith Rope. Obaka didn't get yape. These are not players who can give you that number of goals like Gabriel Jesus, who has decided not to be so selfish this season. Because I call here assistant no count. Top scorers is not part. And even in the game purpose, there was one instance where Martin Odegaard a ball in the half of Fulham. He just decided to cross the ball across a face of goal. Gabriel is similar fashion and now here in the Bruno Fernandes goals against Southampton. He could have scored himself, but one year or trying to Granit Xhaka Bay or the ball of Granit Xhaka into 2 baby car. The space are not down in not on team. Granit Xhaka and then also Gabriel Jesus on the first one of the Facebook page. No, look at the position and Gabriel Jesus war. I decided on the pass in the Burma, the teammate in Granit Xhaka, who was just ahead of the player in Oya Fulham. But on a pin born to baby cry. So he decided to not be selfish at all. But say a striker and SFL is bring a lot of numbers.
Spice Center
I converting into chances more I goes. May I cannot count the top scorers who are parter or just sometimes say selfish. This ball couldn't go into the back of the net. And San Arsenal in this position, first we all decided that we were built from the back. I want one team. What one would on the right side of the team, Ben White to pin ball at the bar into the penalty box. The break Gabriel Magahi, who is not extremely comfortable on the ball. That's not first good in America. More consider. Look at the position of the ball. So the number of players and options are all just closer to him. Hey, Nankasani team later, fellas often William Saliba, one for ball man. Or put the penalty box in my farmer Aaron Ramsey, but on the bread will be on the left side of the defense in Gabriel Magahi. Magahi Jiboli, you know who the opponent in the Canado. Alexander that's Mitrovic, no, or Canado. And he relented, slowly down Mitrovic by about Tono. And Ojibol in the finishing okay, contract him. But Arsenal didn't give up.
Spice Center Sports.
They fought back. And a Martin Odegaard better corner the Monantana eventually willing that header from Gabriel Magahi Molly a 2-1 for Club Arsenal. But you cannot always eat your cake and have it. You can do this against some of these sides Fulham. The one show first going to watch on a better to Neriashe. First, you can't always do these things in the English Premier League. Oh no, a bit of fear. Now we have 3 matches and of course EPL starts the Arsenal 12 points, 100% record. 4 matches, sorry. And 100% record, 12 points. goal difference of 8 what is 11 no consider 3 in such 11 biane say consider 3 S11 biane consider 3 you can imagine the number of goals able to consider at the end of the season. And behind them Ebenya the club is Brighton who hold up them awarded the 4th position in Pono. They have considered only 1 goal.
Okay.
So which will do more as much as they need more from Obogunechi will do more. And these are players they've not seen some of these success in their life. They play about 90% of them. They are not serial winners. Ramsey no number 1 fellas on top 4 ni been put that. Ramsey no. Now sounds so akona ko say Bobo no the one line up na Arsenal to that me bima. Me dis na me da mo no wo fa bum. Arsenal line up no. Ben White will Brighton no hold up no be. He's never been a champion. He doesn't know how it feels. William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhae, Kieran Tierney, no Dodge Celtic no the book room. He doesn't have that sort of Arjuna what the quiet head what could bring the home stretch of the Premier League now Bebeji. Mohamed Elneny, Granit Xhaka, Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard on the Real Madrid not at the bench. So he doesn't have that kind of feeling there. Early starts consistently. Early but 38 matches in the season. Now they quite head that quite successful. Together with Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus with that winning mentality for Manchester City. But how many of Gabriel Jesus and a in that Arsenal setup?
Okay.
I think they are mere pretenders. I believe that they can have a very beautiful season. Finishing out of the top 4 on a day. I don't think they are Arsenal to my derby. Probably they can finish within the top 4. But to go ahead, don't walk out
Spice 91.9 FM with John Fifia Blake and Yetene cannot say Arsenal Adabreka Ebe Dimpa. Make sure join you on Facebook Spice 91.9 FM on Facebook.